Hello and welcome back to Wyerman's Whimsy. Today we're going to make this card of encouragement using one of the new sets from the mini catalog that goes live January 4th called Wildflower Path. It's a two-step stamping stamp set, and it has got some really nice sayings in it. I've also used a new product called the Brushed Brass Butterflies, and I've put them on the card as well. So let's get started on building this. I've used Pear Pizzazz, Flirty Flamingo, and Crumb Cake to put this together. I've got a Crumb Cake card base. I've got a mat in Flirty Flamingo at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then I've got a white card front at 5 1/4 by 4. So they all layer up like that. So to get started, I'm just going to clear some space so I can work. I need to stamp the stems in the Pear Pizzazz. So I'm just going to ink up my stamp, and I'm coming in at a bit of an angle from the bottom, like this. And then I'm coming in again, a little bit more of an angle, just a little bit lower down. And then one more time, even more of an angle, even lower down. Just like that. Okay, so that's our basic foundation of where the leaves are going to go. And the flowers I'm doing in the Flirty Flamingo, and this is the two-step stamping piece that I'm going to do. I'm just going to grab a scrap of paper so that I can do my stamping away. I'm going to use the larger set of flowers, and I'm going to ink up my stamp, stamp away once, and then line this up. And I need to turn the paper because just the way the light is shining, I need to be able to line up my flowers. So that's the stage one. I'm just going to stamp away again and do the same thing, lining everything up. And again, I just need to turn it so that I can line everything up. And then once more, stamping away. So I've got second value, and I'm just going to pop this down like that. Okay, now I can come in with the secondary stamp for this one, the two-step stamping piece, and I'm going to do this one at full value. So I'm just going to come in again, lining this up so that I can see where my stamp needs to go. Sometimes with the light shining in the video, it makes it just that little bit more difficult to line things up. And then we're going to come in again and pop that down. And one more time, like that. And what I noticed when I was finished is there's actually another little stem on here that doesn't have a flower on it. So I'm going to come in with second value and just pop that flower down. And if you want to come in just with a little bit of first value, just on the one edge, you can come in and hit it again. And it just gives it just a little bit of definition like the other ones have. So let's just do that. That's awfully straight there. So I'm just going to come in and stamp again. It just gives it a little bit more definition. Now I'm going to come in with the Crumb Cake, and I've managed to put my thumb or something in the ink, so I'm just going to rub my fingers so I don't transfer anything onto my card front. And I'm going to use the Crumb Cake and the saying, which is, do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. And that's from Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm just going to pop that down, lift it away. And I thought it looked awfully kind of stark. So I came in again with the Flirty Flamingo and just did a little bit of color Not a lot, it's just a hint just kind of lifts that side just a little bit. Didn't want a lot of color, just a subtle touch of color. So I'm not even sure you'll see it in the video. And then I just layered everything up using my Stampin' Seal. And we just run this down, layered up. And the borders are very, very narrow on this, just like a 1/16 of an inch on each side. There we go. And I'm just gonna layer this back up again. And again, those are the narrow
margins. Making sure it's straight. Dropping it down, and there we go. And then I'm going to take the brushed brass butterflies. I'm not even going to try and say that 3 times fast. And I'm just going to use the larger ones, pick them up with my take your pick tool, and layer them up on the card. And then we're done. So a little bit of detail on this one, but still relatively quick to do. So I hope you are enjoying these videos of the new products that will be available to customers on January 4th. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.